to the Excited Bull Crafty time. I'm Kim, and I'm coming to you from Noro, Oklahoma, where I live with my fiance Jason, our 3 dogs, and a bunch of family. Thank you for joining me for this episode, and if you like this episode, like and subscribe down below. I also do TV talks, movie talks, and book talks, so I'm talking all the time. This is episode 17? Has it really been 17 of the Crafty Time episodes? I think it has. Yeah. I have very little to show you guys this week. Very little. Like, minuscule. Mostly due to the fact of I did a pre-readathon reading challenge, which sounds kind of crazy, but it was 1,000 pages in a week. So all of my spare time was spent trying to read that many pages. So I did not get very much knitting done. By very much, I mean at all, really. We are planning a little trip for words. That will probably be over the weekend. We are planning a little trip soon, so I will probably not have an episode up next week for you guys. Who knows? We may film where we are. I may do an episode there. Haven't really decided yet. It'll kind of just depend on how the vacation shakes out. Because this is a vacation. It's not a work. It's not anything like that. It's a vacation. So, we will see. But I make no promises on any episodes next week. Yeah, no promises. But it is a long driving trip. So, I am trying to figure out, we'll get into that in a minute. I have no finished objects. I have one work in progress that has seen some attention since the last time you guys saw it, which is my CoBaSi. CoBaSi, which stands for cotton, bamboo, silk, and this also has nylon because it's the CoBaSi sock, and Noro socks. And I think they were literally a tippity tip of a toe last time you guys saw them. So, made a little progress on them. It was mostly all today. I'm going to continue striping and fading out the gray, and then just go solid Noro, and then just do the gray again in the heel. I think is what I've decided, because I'm loving the way the Noro is knitting. It is just so lovely. And these are going to be fantastic summer socks, because they have very little wool. The only wool is in the Noro, and it is less than a quarter, I think, of the fiber content. It's mostly cotton and nylon and... Oh, I have the tag. It's 50% cotton, 17% wool, 17% nylon, and 16% silk. So yeah, they're going to be super light. They're going to be wonderful. I did a much more rounded toe. You guys can see I'm really starting to get that figured out, which I like because I don't enjoy the look of the pointy-toed socks. I know they don't look pointy necessarily on, but still not my thing, really. Yeah, and that is my lonely little one whip. Poor little sock. He's all alone. Anyway, I think I said before, I think these are boy needles. I was actually looking, and I think these are loops and threads, which I didn't realize made needles until I was at the Michael's here in town. And I noticed that the pack that I think was the pack I bought that had these in it was a loops and thread. So, you never know. It's been quite a while since I bought those, because I bought them with the ambition of learning to sock knit probably 2 years ago, and chickened out. Well, I tried, and the first time you figure out double pointed needles, I don't know if I'm alone in this, but is fiddly. I mean, it's fiddly once you understand how to do it, but when you're first figuring it out, you think it's madness at first, or at least I did. So, that's my only whip. I did cast on have a sneeze. Maybe? Okay. I did cast on a little tiny baby sock. Like, this is actually most of the toe. Because it's going to be, I think it's going to be a baby sock. With the last of my Patons Croix blue stripe rag. I say I think it's going to be a baby sock because I'm kind of been debating taking that classic worsted in that gray, heather gray that I did the heel on my finished socks, and doing a big toe and then the heel in it, and then using these for another pair for me because I am loving those socks. But I may also just do some baby socks just to have or to give. I have a few friends that are having babies, blah, blah, blah. For years, I didn't crochet or knit anything for myself, like, at all. Just didn't do it. Everything I made, I pretty much gave away. I just did. I made lots of things, but I didn't keep any of them. And then recently, really this last year, I started making things for myself. And now all I want to make is selfish knitting. I don't want to make things for other people. I say that, and I'm going to show you. So I'm trying to find good car knitting things. Car knitting things for me are slightly problematic because I do get motion sickness in cars. So it has to be things that I can look up from often while still making progress, or else I just get frustrated. So I have the socks, which I'm still new enough to sock knitting. I don't know how much I can actually look away. I do know I'm more confident on DPNs because I feel like I can keep track of everything better. So I have those, but as a second option, I do think I'm going to bring the yarn for this little daisy blanket I was working on that I did these two and then I stopped. So I think I'm going to bring my little box of acrylicness here because it's crochet and I can look away from crochet really easy, and it's super simple. If I'm really just wanting to crank out some stuff, I can do just a ton of these like goldenrod circles. If I'm still wanting my hands to be busy, but I don't actually want to like do anything with my brain. But I think that's what this and these will be going with me on our drive, our road trip vacation. I don't think I really have anything else that'll road trip well. I have 2 Christmas presents that are both crochet, that are both started, but neither of them, one has already gotten quite large because it's almost done, and the other uses intarsia, which, if you've done, doesn't travel well because it's kind of fiddly to travel with because you have so many live ends and you're having to keep track of them, and you have to keep referencing your chart to make sure you're, yeah. It's not a travel project. And then the only other thing I could think of was I have my Fruity Pebbles sweater number 2. I haven't worked on it in quite a while. Well, yeah, I haven't worked on it since the little bit I worked on it last week. Last week? When I talked to you guys? Was that last week? Yeah, I think that was last week. I don't know, I may bring it. Can't ever have too many projects, can you? Anyway, I may bring it. I probably won't. Anyway, I think that's it. So until the week after next, because I'm not guaranteeing episode next week, but maybe, you never know. Keep your eye out. Hit the subscribe button to keep up with all of my episodes, because like I said, I do a lot of episodes, you guys, on a variety of topics because I'm a little crazy. And yeah, until next time, make some time to do something you enjoy. Bye, y'all.